Hey, Robert.
Hey.
How
How you doing now?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Great. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. We everybody there?
There we go. How we doing?
Yep,
Good.
we got everybody here.
All right. Let me open the show and let me get right to you. All right.
Beautiful.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of No Cover TV podcast. That's right. I'm your host, Big Al. And what I do is shove the original local and national music scene in your face like I always have since 1997 when I was on TV doing it for 15 years. Now you get me on podcast where I'm worldwide, and that's a little dangerous because you never know what I'm going to do or who I'm going to bring in the house, like today's artist. Dangerous guys, but good guys. Oh, this is going to be a great show today. Great interview. I'm looking forward to it. But thank you to each and every one of you around the world checking out No Cover TV, the previous shows and the future shows coming up. A lot of great music out there, from the youngins to the old to the middle, of all genres. So please check out these artists. Support my three favorite words. These artists, get their swag, check out their sites, go to the platforms, digital downloads. It's amazing what you can do nowadays to get the music and get supporting these artists. All right. So, like I said, we got a kick-ass show today. So the band today in the house, Black Orange is in the house out of the Maine area. Guys, how do you do it?
Great.
How we doing,
Doing good. We are here.
Oh, let me go through you guys here right now. I'm going to introduce you to the audience, and then I'm going to talk to each one of you. How's that sound?
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right. What we got here, the makeup of Black Orange, what we've got is some just great rock and roll with a nice edge. Oh, yeah. And that edge you need to check out. So get your phones out or your PCs, get on the platforms, YouTube actually, where I am at, and check out Black Orange. And we'll go over some of their songs in a little bit here. But the makeup of the band, we've got on vocals, Bobby White Bear. How you doing, brother?
Very good. How are you?
Real good. Next up on guitar, Rob Carlton. How you doing, Rob?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. And then we've got Tony T-Bone. Nedek, how you doing?
I'm well.
All right. And then we've got on drums, Armando Polito the Third, is it?
What's happening, bud?
How you doing, brother?
We're doing good.
Good. You guys are rocking out, man.
Yeah, not too bad.
Not too bad. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, doing good, man. So you guys looks like you're taking the East Coast by a storm.
Well, we're trying.
You are trying.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. I'm loving what I'm hearing and seeing. Like I said, I'm checking you out on YouTube, and I just can't stop playing some of your songs. Very cool. Very cool. So I'm going to pick on each of you because you each have a great background. But first of all, I want to know when you guys started Black Orange.
Yeah, I'd say last July, right?
Yeah,
last July, 2022. So it's been a little over a year now.
Little over a year. Now, did you guys know each other before this?
Well, Bobby and Rob here, we were in a different band for 3 or 4 years before that, and we had created an album together, and we got back together after about 4 years, and that's how we got with the rest of the guys here.
Okay.
So,
go on.
It's been a labor of love getting all this together. And, sometimes when you first start a band, sometimes you lose a member or two if it isn't correct or things don't go as it should. But I think today now we've finally hooked with a really good, powerful set of musicians and very seasoned pros. And we really have, a core that's solid.
I see that, and what I like what you said there is you're seasoned professionals, and that's why I want to touch base with each of you because you each seem to have amazing background in the music business a little bit.
Yes, we do.
So, yeah, you do. So I'm going to put each of you in a time capsule, and we're going to go back in time a little bit. But I got to figure out who I'm going to pick on first now. Anybody want to volunteer?
Oh, he's the drummer. He's in the back.
Let's do the drum. Let's do Armand first.
Let's get on
The feet of the band.
The backbone.
I always save the drummers for last, but let's throw them in first. All right, you're up, Armand.
All right. Well,
Let's go
started
back.
for me at the age of 7 when I first touched my first drum kit. And my mother and father were both musicians. My father was a lead guitar. My mother was a bassist and backup vocals. And that's how they met. And that's how they ended up getting married and so on and so forth. And then they got me on a drum kit when I was 7. My uncle plays out currently with another band. And he's been playing professionally for decades. And then I went through school. I did a little bit of saxophone and kept with percussion, and then had my first band in high school. And then, of course, from there went on to do various bands throughout my 20s and 30s. And I just really, really enjoyed it, fell in love with it, and mostly covers, as most musicians start out. I did a lot of cover bands. Right. And then my ultimate goal here with Black Orange was to finally break out and do all original music and get a chance to do some really creative stuff and kind of branch out into really showcasing what we can do.
Nice. Now you've done your classic, of course, on hard rock, alternative, and it looks like you've also played out around the Northeast states.
That is correct. Yep, I've played all over New England. I've done Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, a little bit of Connecticut. So I've had a chance to get a good chance to play out in the Northeast and have a lot of great experiences with a lot of good venues.
Great. Now, I want to ask you, you've all been in the business, but I'm going to ask you, Armand, you've been in the business a while. Have you noticed a change from back then to now in the business?
I have. There is some changes. I think the biggest thing, of course, was social media developing the way it has through the early 2000s and to where we are now. I think it's given us a chance not only for the networking of musicians getting together and forming bands, but it's also had a chance to get more exposure to people that may not have had the opportunity. And I think even local places, whether it's, your local watering holes or bigger venues, have had a chance to really see what's out there locally and nationally and promote a lot more because of social media and the way things are, of course, also with, Spotify and downloading and everything else that people do to get music nowadays. So I think that's the biggest change I've seen is it's a lot more accessible for people to promote themselves as well as each other in a band or others and get a chance to get your voice and your talents out there.
I agree. I couldn't say it any better. Thank you. So everybody out there, that's the way it is. The times have changed where it does make it easier. We don't have to pop the trunk, put up flyers, sell the CDs, and promote that.
Right. Yeah. That's so true.
I don't miss that.
No.
So I've noticed you've got a simple 5-piece kit here. You're not even using a speed pedal, are you?
No.
Oh.
No, I am a single. I that's what I've grown up with. I've played around with 4 and 5 piece. I've always stuck to the core rules of, so to speak, of it doesn't take a monster kit to get a monster sound. It's a lot of feel and a lot of your ability. And I think what makes a good drummer is someone that can take a simple kit and make it explode and get the various sounds you're looking for, whether it's any genre of music, jazz, hard rock, alternative, blues.
That's right. You don't need the big kit to have the big sound, like you said. If you do it right and you're good at it, you can make it work because you make it explode. You're a heavy hitter.
Yeah, I am. I do hit hard, and I play with a lot of feel and passion. And nice. I like to think that I can hold my own behind there. But as anything, you're always learning and you're always improving. I don't think that ever stops. And of course, a lot of the drummers that I look up to, I try to study and always keep practicing.
That's right. Practice. We always are learning. We always are in the musicians and stuff. So awesome, Armand. I appreciate that. It's time to pick on somebody else. All right.
Thank you,
Bobby. You're on.
Hi.
Hi, Bobby. How you doing, brother?
Very good.
So you're the vocalist.
I am.
Vocalist.
Yeah.
You got a nice, powerful voice there.
Thank you. Thank you. I bought it at Walmart a few years ago.
got that blue light special going.
Exactly.
Nice. You've done some amazing stuff in your career in the past. When did you start out and start singing? When were you do this at a young age?
Let's see. I was around 22, 23 years old back in the early 90s.
Okay.
That's when I started. I actually started out doing karaoke, and I don't know, I pulled off a few covers and stuff, and then one of my friends was looking for a singer, and I figured, hey, why not give it started in 1994.
Nice. So when did you get with a band?
Well, it was 1994 that I did end up getting with the band. My first band was Samurai Sue. We were out of South Paris, and we had probably 4 or 5 originals, and the rest were covers. So I really
Okay.
I really enjoyed doing the covers because I don't know. Sometimes it's I guess you pretty to me. I like to make sure that I sound like who I'm singing. So I'm pretty particular about that.
Well, you do covers as a vocalist. You get to, it's actually you're listening to a vocal coach on the other end, just singing a different voice. So you get to go to their ranges and everything else. So that's definitely a good thing. But then you branched off, and did you open up some awesome nationals?
I sure did.
No.
Let's see, Sponge from I believe they're from either Minnesota or Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Played with them with another local band in the area. Let's see, who else? We did Winger just recently with this band. That was a great time. And
you were there with Kip.
Yes, yeah. Kip was he did a great show, actually.
I bet he did. Great guy. That's cool, man. So in the band, you were the front man for, was it Crumpus?
Yes, Crumpus. That was early 2000. We did mostly originals and, of course, covers. So that's where I really got my songwriting techniques to work. And ever since then, I've really only done songwriting for myself for all my songs that I sing.
Okay, because I swear I've heard that name Crumpus before.
Oh, nice.
So I think I know I've heard of you back in the day there. So, but anyways, awesome. Now I see I'm checking you out. You're using a 50H, SM58.
Yes, I've always loved the Shure SM58, the Beta, of course, too. That's been one of my number one go-tos.
It's a great mic. Are you using the Beta, or are you using the Beta?
I use the Beta, yes, and I use a regular SM58 as well when I don't.
Okay, both great live vocal mics. Great. So I'll support Shure. I use that in the studio. My Shure's for everything. So great stuff, man. So next, we got to pick on somebody else here. I'm going to do the bass player, T-Bone.
Hey, it's a bass thing.
I can't get into your guys' head. Bass players are difficult. I don't know why. I'm going to pick you apart, T-Bone. You're mine right now.
Well, we just lay back and do our thing. We try to stay out back there.
Right. So you've been playing out for a while. When did you pick that bass up? What age?
So I started playing guitar at 14. By about, maybe 16, switched over to bass, realized there's a million guitar players out there, not a lot of bass players, and haven't looked back ever since. So I started out, listening, my influences were Jack Bruce, Felix Pappalardi from Mountain. Was a real connection. Anyway, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin. I don't want to date myself, but so went through, that period, played everything from alternative to rap metal to blues, and then had an opportunity to join these guys this spring. And it's been great. It's been really good. So it's a good fit back to, what I started with. So, that's been really good. I played throughout, New England. I did a blues fest in Virginia Beach last Labor Day played through the New England states, Maine, did a big show. It was called the International Fest between the U.S. and Canada some years ago with about 15,000 people. So it's
Oh,
fun.
that's amazing.
It's what you want to do, you know.
That's exactly it. You set out to do it, and you're doing
Yeah.
it. And you did the blues. Didn't you do something that was number 6 on the charts? You worked did something
Yeah,
for the.
I played with a number of blues bands for about 10 years. And I
Okay.
played with a band called the Bad Daddies, and I wrote a song for them that they actually, the front man singer took the song, did some rearranging, and then he recorded it with a bunch of Chicago bluesmen. So recorded it
Oh.
in Chicago, and it made on the blues rock and international music charts. So,
Wow.
you know, not something I planned on, but, you know, been happy doing it. And so being able to work with all originals and mostly originals is an exciting thing for any musician. You know, I've always sort of felt, you know, if you're playing really good originals, then, you know, people will be excited about it. And these guys just put out some creative, amazing stuff. So
Beautiful, beautiful. And then you're bringing that creative process to the Black Orange.
yeah.
That is awesome. You guys are great. Now I see you're supporting. You use Fender and Schecter and Dean and Mark bass amps.
Yeah, well, what I use is I primarily use Fender basses. I mean, they're my go-to. I've got some other, I play a Schecter, but even the Schecter is a jazz bass. And then I play a Dean 8-string on some of the Black Orange stuff that we
Nice.
do. And then for amps, what I'm primarily using is a Mark bass setup. So it's an 800 watt amp, one of the micro amps, just 3 pounds, and a couple 15s. So
That's enough.
that works. You've got plenty of you know, plenty of overhead and
Oh yeah.
you know what you need, and it's easy to move.
That little bass is cool that you got
Very
too.
cool,
I
yeah.
love that thing.
That did.
That's
Yeah.
That's
You've got
nice.
quite an array of bases, Tony.
I see. That's great, man. And I want to ask you one more thing, T-Bone. Now, there's 3 styles of playing that bass. You got slapping, picking, and strumming. It looks like you're doing a little of all that.
Yeah, I mean, I started being a finger player. You know, I've done some slapping and popping. For some of the Black Orange things, I use a pick, and it works really well. So I've always sort of felt, you know, use what works. You know,
Slap
for the song.
Slap it
Yo.
apart.
Oh, that's great. Okay, we got one more person we got to pick on here, and that is Madman Rob Carlton on the guitar.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing, man?
Rob, we got to talk, buddy.
There's so much to talk about.
Yeah. Kick back. So Rob, you're a wild man on that guitar here. You got your guitar.
I try to be.
Yeah, you
I
don't
try to
have
be.
to.
I'm constantly working on my sound, constantly working on my effects, and you know, tuning and hooking up with orange amps was a new world for me here in this band called Black Orange.
Oh, yeah, I love orange amps. I actually have a little mini orange amp over in the living room that I use when I practice. So I love them too. They're great. But you've done some great stuff in your career here. Now, when you were younger, when did you pick up that guitar?
I picked up the guitar at the ripe age of 12 years old. And for years, as a kid, I played on this little red Stella guitar until my fingers would bleed. And then finally, my mom got enough money to buy me like an Ibanez Les Paul, which I loved. I wish I had it to this day. It's like rare. And
yes.
then just started playing, trying to get in different bands and everything from high school bands to bands that eventually played out in bars. And, my first experience at all of this was pretty crazy. I was in a band called Empire, Empyre. And we recorded an album that actually got released worldwide. And
wow.
I used to live in a town in Long Island, New York, where BOC and Foghat used to, always be running around. And I got to record that album in the Boogie Hotel, which was Foghat's studio. So that was my first like big time, rubbing, elbows with, famous people. And, of course, always had that dream to be in that kind of band. And, everything from having, working with Joe Bouchard from BOC on the bass player. I wrote songs with him, and eventually got a manager, actually not a manager, but a lawyer who was also the lawyer for Blue Oyster Cult, was also the lawyer for Empire. And back in those days, that's how you got deals. You got a lawyer and they got you the deals.
Right.
And so, we did get an album, put out. I happen to also know a guitar player named Jack Starr from, I don't know if you know of him. He was in a band called Burning Star and some other bands. And he actually knew a lot of people, everything from record company people and on. So he actually was orchestrated, helped us get that deal, which unfortunately was one of those deals where the guy at the record company, he had a big cigar and a big chair, and we just didn't, treated right totally. And they sold a lot of records in other countries, but we got very little money from it.
Yeah, I know how that works.
Yeah. But the main thing is I got to make into a real studio, Foghat studio. The same board that we recorded the album on was the Double Fantasy album.
No,
that board, that Trident board, I guess it was called.
Yeah.
And so we got to be part of that, and that was pretty cool. And then went on to play a lot of gigs, locally from New York to Nashville and back.
Right. So, you went from what, to New York, CBGB's, out to Cali and everywhere else.
Yeah, and CBG, I was shocked because Joe Bouchard of BOC told me, that he was going to stop in. I didn't realize he was going to stop in with the whole BOC.
Really? So the whole BOC stopped in? Still with me, guys? Can you hear me, Robert? I can't hear you guys, but I'm going to keep talking until I hear you. You're still connected to me. All right, we got some tech problems, but we're all right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's going on. I think we're all right. Robbie, can you guys hear me, gentlemen? If you can't, why don't we disconnect, and I'll send in a link, and we will start this back over. When you disconnect, I will disconnect. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you stopping.
Okay.
Hey.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Check. That's right. We're back with No Cover TV. Technical difficulties sometimes happen. So I know where we left off. That's a good thing. Any longer, this old man would have forgot.
True.
Thank God I got notes nowadays. I didn't do that on TV. I just wung that stuff. But anyways, we're still on Rob here, talking about your music career. Now, did you do 3 solo CDs?
Say it one more time.
Did you do 3 solo CDs? Can you hear me, Rob? I'm still here.
There we go.
Okay, go ahead.
There we go.
All right. Can you hear me now, guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Okay, Rob, I wanted to ask you, you did 3 solo CDs, didn't you?
Yes.
All right. Tell me about those.
Yeah, those, well, after I was in Empire, I, played in some different bands, and I decided to do some, just some guitar things, that I wanted to, get put out. And the first one got a lot of attention, and it was actually mastered by Ty Tabor of King's X fame.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he did the mastering on it, and at the time, they helped me, master it and help me with some things. And so it's a cool band. I don't think, they should probably be bigger than they were. King's X, it's a great band. But
yeah, it is.
So that was interesting. I got to do that, but was always looking for, a really good band to be in and stuff. And it's in New York, living in New York, there's a million musicians, and very difficult to find, even though there's a lot of musicians, very difficult to find serious people to do this, So,
I know.
I was in various different bands. I was in another band called Sevenfold, and just various other bands. All along the
Nice.
way, getting in Guitar World magazine, getting in Guitar Player magazine, and I was able
See,
to. Yeah, I was fortunate enough to do some ads with GHS Strings, which I've been endorsing those for like eons. And through them, I got to meet a lot of people and did some ads in Circus Magazine, which were, eons ago. But
that's
Guitar Player did a nice half page on me, and Guitar Player did some info on me eventually. So those were some dreams that came true. I always wanted to do that, and I got to accomplish that.
nice.
So I'm quite happy about that.
That's very cool because you are an amazing guitar player. Yes, you are. And so, and you
Thank you.
endorsed by GH Strings, Morley
DHS,
Pedals.
yeah, and Morley pedals, and I've endorsed a lot of products over the years, and just you basically, unless you're out in the public eye, that's how your endorsement really rises at that point, because then people see you using the product, and that's what those companies want. So
Yes.
I got to go to a lot of NAMM shows and meet some people I always wanted to meet. Hung out a little bit with Eddie Van Halen and so many other
Very
people.
cool.
Yep.
The NAMM shows are awesome. Whoa.
Yep.
Amazing people there that you get to meet.
And
So,
yes, go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
Oh, and I hope Black Orange, we can get them to California to go to a NAMM show. And, once we have a product that we can, give out to people and, have some little more things going here, that would be something we would like to probably do for the whole band. Everybody in the band will be able to meet a lot of people that would help with endorsements and
Right.
so forth.
Well, I can see that in the future, most definitely. The route you're going. My God, you guys sound tight and great and awesome sound. Awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Man. All right, let's get to the whole band now. This is what makes up Black Orange. Bobby, Rob, Tony, Armand. This is what makes up this kick-ass band. So I want you, like I said, go to the platforms, check out Black Orange out of Maine. So let's talk, guys. Now, let's talk a CD. We working on a CD that might come out soon?
Yes, we are in the
All right.
studio currently, and I'd say we're about 60% there. We got a few more we want to add to it and do some fine tuning, but we are deep in the stages of it and looking forward to finishing it up and getting that out to people. And I think we're all very proud of it so far. We're working hard, and those are the things we know. We're not trying to rush it, and looking forward to it.
Bob Caldwell, he's excellent producer.
Okay, what's the name of the studio you're using?
Root Cellar Studios out of the Augusta Howell area. Mr. Bob Caldwell. He's an amazing producer, and he's unbelievable.
Nice.
He's what's great about him is he knows just about every instrument, how to play them well, and he has a lot of great ideas for sound and recording, and he gives you options, which is really cool on everything that you can do in there. And if something just doesn't sound right, he kind of gives us that option to change it, and it's really cool. He's been a blessing to work with, without a doubt.
I was going to ask that, giving you options, because being old school, you guys, do you like analog versus digital, or you like them both?
I think they both have their place. I mean, as to say I prefer one over the other, it's tough to say, but I think they both have their strong points.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
There's some great big studios now that are digital, that are you don't even miss that old tape sound, whatever. But I mean, it would be a dream to go in one of those studios to record like the old days. But it's kind of like there's a few of them, and they're very expensive.
It is very expensive. And very few digital users bring in analog equipment, and if they have it, it's very few that you can use.
Right.
But they can still make it sound nice. Oh yeah, I can't wait for that CD to come out. Do we have a name for it?
We're still kicking around that idea. I don't think
We got a few ideas, but we haven't locked in on one yet.
on one yet, and we just want to make a great album that everybody's going to love, and it's really I can't wait for everybody to listen to it all at once because it just is a kind of an overwhelming experience, you know. I can't say enough about this, you know, working on songs with these guys and, you know, meeting Bobby here and writing with him. And, you know, every time I come out with something new, you know, on my end, something cool comes from it, you know.
Right.
It's kind of cool.
I think what I
Okay.
love about this band, especially in the studio, is how much we push each other musically, creatively. Bobby with his lyrics, but it's just nice to get in there. We have ideas, we have structures that we want to implement, and it seems like, you know, we're always trying to push each other, and what comes out of it is amazing.
Sounds like you're all brothers and you're all pushing each other to do the best you can do.
That's it. We're family.
That's right, man. So now, Bobby, are you writing all the lyrics and bringing it to the band?
Yes, sir. I feel
All right.
I feel writing the lyrics is more soulful to me. It has more meaning when I actually am able to write it, and I get the feel out of it, and it just makes the song a lot better for me to really belt out.
Nice. Now, you had a picture of your set list. I didn't count how many songs there were. Looks like you can do 3 sets.
Well, actually, it's getting close there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if I need you, I can get 2 at least.
Oh, easy. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, and we are working on, and we'll be doing that this week. We are working on one copy song, which I think everybody around the world knows. You know, that the song "Born to Be Wild," but we do it our way. We do it our way, and I think, you know, you're gonna love it. I think that's going to be a really cool song for all of us in the band, and everybody will be able to enjoy that. And it might be a great song to do.
Yeah.
That will be a cool song to cover. That would be real. Look forward to seeing that. Nice. Very nice. So I noticed you're getting quite a few fans from around the world.
Yeah.
Yes. That's been awesome.
Some great people. There really is great people that we were able to meet at the shows and even online. The social media scene really helps us out now. It's a great thing to have. Spread the word.
That's the thing that's happening with this band, though. It's just, you can just feel the excitement. I've been in other bands, and I can tell when something goes, it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. It seems like we just can't get people to hear it fast enough.
Gotcha. Yeah. You guys will take it off, but there's no stopping it now.
He hung up on us. God damn it.
Oh, hey,
There he is.
hey.
I thought Rob offended you or something.
No, you can't offend me. I've been offended. No. So you guys getting quite a bit of radio press, internet radio, and anything like that?
There's a list down my arm of people who want songs as soon as we get them done. You know, there's a lot of different internet radio stations. I'm just, you know, logging that and getting ready to put it out and get it out there.
Nice. I got one more for you to write on your arm. This is Australia. This guy's got all of Australia. You look up Ralphie's Music of the World on Facebook. Hit him up.
Nice.
You'll get you 4 different radio stations.
Excellent.
So sending you his way. So Ralphie, look out. Black Orange knock on your door.
We're coming.
They're coming. Oh yeah.
We greatly appreciate that. Thank you, bud.
Not a problem, man. Anything I can do for the bands. That's what it's about. Now, it looks like you're having a good time playing out.
Yes, very much so. That's been the one of the perks and the best part of doing this is when you get a chance to perform live, especially doing original music. It's been nice to watch the faces light up as they hear things for the first time that they haven't heard before. And I think that's the biggest pleasure out of it right there.
Nice. Now, you've only been together about a year, you say. Are you playing out quite a bit, or are you just picking and choosing? What are we doing?
Well, we kind of, since COVID and stuff some of these clubs and stuff have closed and all kinds of things have happened. So we're kind of trying to pick the best possible venues that we can play at. And we're always looking out to open for some national bands if we can. And the sky's the limit. We're just trying to, look at what's available and try to do the best gig
We're
that we
There you
can.
go.
we're getting a lot of requests, and especially recently, we've had a lot of shows we've been able to perform at, and now it seems like as people are getting to know us, that we're getting a lot of contact now for other venues that we haven't played before. So it's been nice. So everywhere from Bangor south has been really good, pretty much all over the state, as well as a few opportunities coming up out of state. So it's been nice. It's really been good.
Some of the venues that I hear from, some of their opening statements are, I've heard from so many people, you're one of the bands I should be contacting to play at my venue. So I think that's pretty cool, that opening statement that they've been sending me.
That is cool.
For some of the changes, I mean, COVID kind of created like the Darwin approach to music. It's survival of the fittest. A lot of the bands faded away. People didn't have a chance to get out and listen to live music. So there's a real yearning now, and people want to hear not only music but good music. And so we're in a good position, and
Yeah. You guys are great entertainers and performers. Still with me?
Yeah.
You didn't lose me. All right. So,
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yep.
And we're definitely down for sharing the stage with any other musicians out there that want to play with us, and sometimes we want to play with them, of course. So
right.
we'll keep that open.
It sounds like you guys want to get out of state, maybe do a tri-state to begin with, and then move a little more.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, great. Because I have a band in Connecticut. You'd be perfect you two to play together. Oh, do a show and kick ass. And that's Dirt.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah, their name's Dirt, capital D-I-R-T. Look them up. You will like what you see on YouTube or on whatever platform you go to.
Beautiful.
I will tell them about you. Oh, beautiful stuff here. So I want to ask you guys, you're seasoned performers, you've played out, you've done a lot of great things, but this you can't take away from a performer. When you're walking up on that stage, you grab your instruments, get behind the drums, and you start kicking it out there, and you see everybody rocking out to your music and singing along with you. How's that heart feeling?
That is the best.
Amazing.
You can't put words. It's hard to put it in words. The feeling you get when you see people tapping their feet, clapping, dancing, getting the phones out and the tablets. There's nothing like it, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Crowd responses as well. Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah, it is an awesome feeling. And it stays with you forever.
Definitely.
It does.
Definitely.
The memories are a lifetime, and
Especially like the tattoo that Rob got on his arm.
yes,
That's there forever. Black orange.
I guess we better do something now, right?
Yeah, right. Committed now.
that's it.
I also wanted to mention, if you go to the press kit that we have, where we've shared all over the place and on Black Orange, you can hit a spot on there to see quite a few videos. One of them at the Portland House of Music and so forth.
Yes.
So there's some videos up there you can check out, and we've kind of the older videos and put up the better videos. And now, Tony's on bass and stuff. So you can check that out. And as soon as we have the album available, we'll be getting it out to everybody. We'll get it out to you as well.
Good. Yeah, please do. Now, Kit, where can they find you, your music and merchandise, and dates that you're playing?
Sure. The Facebook page, Black Orange, it's the USA band, Black Orange. There might have been a Russian band or something called Black Orange, but I'm not sure they're together anymore. But you can go to Facebook, you can go to Google, put in Black Orange USA. You'll get plenty of stuff, pictures, all kinds of. You'll get the Facebook. There's 2 Facebook sites, Black Orange, and then there's Black Orange Fans, which is YouTube. You can go to YouTube. Is Black Orange 122 on YouTube.
122. Okay. Yeah. Great. That's awesome. I'm on YouTube, and I'm loving the videos, and that's at the Portland House of Music I'm checking out.
Yes.
That looked
That
like
was
a great
show
show.
we did with Fifth Freedom as well.
Yes.
We were invited on that show, and um, East End Redemption was another opening for that show as well, and it was just an amazing crowd response that we had, and altogether the whole show was pretty fun and professional.
Well, what I could see, I see the audience was really digging it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was amazing crowd. Very, very thankful for that crowd and the fans that come out. It's done a big job pushing us, and it's amazing that place. We look forward to hopefully playing there again soon.
Nice. Well, it looks like an awesome place, the Portland House of Music. So, like I said, everybody, check out Black Orange. Now, what town are we out of?
Well, the Winthrop, Augusta area, Bangor, we kind of all of that. Hartford,
Leamington.
Hartford. So we kind of
travel to get each other.
not too far from the border of New Hampshire. An hour, 2 hours.
All right, good deal. So check out Black Orange here. Now, I wanted to kick back a little back. If you were to go to NAM or anything like that, and you're getting noticed and all that, and somebody slaps that contract in front of you, would you want to go to a label or you want to stay independent?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I have a phone call to make on Monday or Tuesday from a management company. I won't say who they are at the moment here. They, they have been responsible of moving bands from Reds to 38 Special and many more. And
Nice.
They put bands out on larger tours, and there's all kinds of situations. They can, if we don't want that, if we want to do smaller tours, they've got that. If we want to put out independent records, they've got contacts with that. If we want to go to the majors, we can do that too through them. So the guy's very interested. I've been kind of like slow about it because I want to see, how serious he is. I haven't jumped on the phone right away, but he seems to be the real deal. So I'm going to talk to him on Monday. We'll see. There's other numbers to call as well, but we'll see. We'll see.
I think it depends. I think it depends on what's offered and what we really feel is the best direction to go. I think anything, is worth looking into, but we're all very much on the same page, I think, about being, meticulous and thorough about what we do and making sure we make the right decisions for each other as much as together and for the future of the band.
You want to make sure every little thing counts, and we, go down the right road because, there's always two ways to go, and we want to make sure it's the right road.
Yeah, as I tell a lot of the upcoming bands, you got to start at the base of that tree, and then once you get up, there's quite a few branches that you can go out on, and it can really screw you up if you don't take the right one or you listen to the wrong person.
Yep.
And I think all of you have ran into this in your careers, that sometimes that person will come up to you and promise you the world, but really they're stabbing you in the back.
Right.
That's right.
I think that's one of the benefits of us where we all are when we met and developed this band, is that we have experience both with the good and the bad of the industry. And I think that's what makes us unique, is that we have that experience and we're able to share that with each other. And I think it makes us have much better decision-making skills. Yeah. And, it's just one of the bonuses of working with amazing musicians. So.
Yeah. And you get off, like I said, off everybody's experience. You can talk about it, and you can make that right choice for everybody that works for the whole band.
Sure.
Yeah.
And when you form the band, you got to make sure you can all ride on the bus together. If you can't, it's not going to happen.
No, especially if somebody's passing the gas all the time.
Oh, yeah. You get me after Taco Tuesday, you're in trouble.
I want to talk about Taco Tuesday. One more question. Before I get to the songs, I got another question here. Now, once you're playing out, do each of you, or do y'all have an expectation of who you might like to open up for or play with? Dream come true for anybody.
Let's see. I don't know. Who wants to start?
Me personally, I'm a big Danny Carey fan. So if we ever got an opportunity to open for Tool, that would be amazing. A little had an opportunity to shake his hand and watch his magical skills go to town, I would be honored. So that'd be my one dream list right there.
Nice.
Yeah,
Anybody?
I think it would be great if we could like play with Blackstone Cherry or
Oh,
Blackstone Cherry or there's so many bands that Godsmack, others.
Taylor Swift.
Al.
Of course, Bobby would probably love to play with Robert, open up for Robert Plant. But,
Oh, definitely. Or Queensryche. Jeff Tate, especially.
Yeah.
Queensryche might be a cool. I mean, there's two Queensryche bands, so I would love to do that
Yeah.
too.
that would be cool. That would be real cool. Taylor Swift, really?
Yeah.
At this point, we just want to, play some good situations and present some music of ours to the world, and that's really what we love to do. We'd love to do that,
Nice, nice. Well, like I said, everybody, check Black Orange out. They're hell of performers, entertainers. But now we're going to talk a little bit about some music.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
liking that. I'm liking this a lot. I got 3 songs I want to talk about here. And one I'm really digging is a summer song.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's a great song. A lot of fun.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun. What were you thinking when you wrote that, Bobby?
Basically maybe some past events or something that all people could enjoy during a summertime fun thing like camping or just
Sure.
reminiscing with old friends and having a great time out there.
Yeah, you are having a great time. And
It's
I love how you
definitely a
kept,
good radio song.
My idea for that song was like, how can I write a really cool song that has just 3 chords? And that's what I did. So, basically, just like it's like a kind of a fun song that,
I
that
think it's very relatable.
It is. Yeah.
it is. It just sinks in there. I like that. Let's move on to Winter's Chill.
There we go.
Man, we got a little melodic ballad going on with some rock. What's up?
Something
like
to have
that.
a little fun with.
Yeah.
It's
So you
I'm
got-
a great lover of Led Zeppelin, and I always loved Kashmir. So I was like, how do I write my own or write chord structure that would be cool without copying them or anything like that? And I've got together with Bobby here, and we kind of put it together. And it just that's another thing. The songs that I put together with Bobby, they happen really fast, and they seem to like go together really fast. If they don't, then we obviously don't use them. But it's just an amazing kind of collaboration. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That song has the most views on our YouTube channel. Right?
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody seems to when they hear that the first time they love it. So
Oh, that's great. I don't know how they can't love all of it. Unbelievable. Now, I want to talk about bootlegging here.
Yes.
bootleg is another one. It's years ago. Me and Bobby had recorded that with another band we were in together, and it got like 25,000 views on Facebook somehow. I don't know.
Took right off real quick.
Took it off real quick, and so much so that we do it in this band with this lineup that we have now, and we're going to record that for the new album. So you're going to hear that on the new album as well as Winter's Chill.
Yep.
And, you'll hear both of them on the new album.
They got great feel.
Sweet. I
Yeah.
love it. Because
And of course,
bootlegging,
yeah, Winter's Chill had that. I was just thinking about Billy Gibbons on guitar, and that's my idea.
because I see Rob, you kind of tearing it up there, going into the song there. You're just ripping up on the lead there.
There he is.
Yeah,
I
did you-
try,
any-
he's trying to better myself and learn as much as I can at all times.
Right now, I want to ask the other guys, Bobby and Tony and Armand. Do you ever just stop playing and let just Rob go off on his own?
Oh yeah. That happens quite
A
often.
lot of double leads in there.
All of a sudden he goes into this next level and it's just hold on.
Whoa, here we go.
Just let loose, and he's all warmed up. He's unbelievable. He really knows how to hit them riffs and the licks, and they're awesome.
God.
And actually, this is the first band I can honestly say that, we're actually looking for Rob to do more solos. I'll lose my bass license for saying that. And he's also the reason why I don't bring my guitar out very much. Because
Yeah,
it's
right.
just amazing stuff.
No, it's
It
an
is.
honor to have him in front of me and these guys as well. And it's one of those things where you get someone with such talent, it pushes you as a musician further. So
It does.
it's a big honor and a pleasure, and I love the challenge he gives us. So
Yeah.
Man, you guys are rocking it. I am glad you all found each other because this is Black Orange. This is what is meant to be right here. This is
yeah, thank you. Very true.
Chicken chat.
You guys have found it. You have. So don't let it go. So what's the future for you guys? What are we looking at 5-10 years out?
Hopefully touring nationally and maybe getting out there and doing something eventually even overseas if we had a chance to. I mean, the sky's the limit. I'm up for anything, and these guys, I think, are right there with me. But again, any venue is a gift and an honor. Anybody we share a stage with is an honor. So how far it goes is a blessing, and we're very grateful, no matter big or small, 1 or 100. So we just we want to get what we can and push forward and give people something to love to listen to and fun to come see. So that's the main objective.
I love it. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Now I want to ask you one other thing because we're at, I don't know, we cut off. So we're about 50 minutes here, I say. We have definitely got a lot of information out of Black Orange for all of you listeners out there. Now, get to your platforms, check out the songs I mentioned, Summer Song, Winter's Chill, Bootlegging, and the rest of them that you can find on YouTube. Awesome stuff. I know you're not going to stop playing this and get to their site. And what was the site again they can get to?
They can go to the YouTube Black Orange 122. They can also get it on Facebook, Black Orange and Black Orange Fans.
Nice.
And we also have an EPK where they can learn about us and get links as well.
And
awesome.
We'll have the album available on Spotify.
I think we're shooting towards the end of the year to get this wrapped up and hopefully by the first of the year get this pushed out, if not even sooner.
And hopefully some future merchandise and so forth.
Yes, definitely. I'm looking forward because I want to grab the CD and merch, all of it. Got to promote. And I'd like to have you back on the show 6 months to a year from now, see where you're at. So what you're doing, guys.
That'd be great. I'd love to.
Definitely. And you need anything from me, anything, you just holler. I can hook you up probably. So let's this is what I want to ask you guys, especially seasoned performers, advice for the youngins down there. We got some great young musicians out there that making me look bad when I was their age.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
So any advice for them when they're 18 and moving out and they're going to be rock stars?
Just don't stop playing. Don't stop playing. Just keep playing. Don't give up. That's really where it's at. Don't give up. If you love it, just keep doing it. Yeah. Don't stop.
Practice, and just don't be scared to meet, promote. Everybody brings something to the table, and every experience is a learning experience, whether you feel it was positive or not as what you were looking for. You learn from every situation, and just keep your head to the stone and keep going.
Yeah, if you get in with a bunch of good guys, just keep going. Stick together.
And be humble.
Yep, and be humble.
Yeah. Be humble is the biggest thing. And also I like to throw in there is listen.
Well, and the other thing is it's listen to as much music as you can, play as much as you can. I've got a good friend that says I've got big ears. I listen to a lot of different things. It finds its way into what you play. So make sure that you're out there. I mean, I started out with playing with friends. Everyone got together and then you grew from there. Right. So the world's a little different now, but there's a lot of amazing young people coming up. Every time someone says rock is dead, somebody new comes out that just surprises me. So
yes, keep it going. That's right. So don't give up and don't take no for an answer. Put your foot through the door and step through. Yes.
That's it.
So, got to take chances, but take it carefully. Yeah. Look around the corner before you enter straight.
Right.
Oh, so, and if you're out seeing Black Orange when they're done with their set, go up and check out the guys. Get an autograph on the CD or merch or whatever they got there. I don't think Bobby bites too hard, and or Rob.
No, not at all.
Never. They seem to like it.
Nibble, nibble.
A little nibble here and there. And look out for
Right.
Armand. Look out for T-Bone and Armand, the bass player and drummer. Oh, that's great. You guys, thank you so much for gracing the No Cover TV podcast, gentlemen. I thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for
This
having
was a
us.
pleasure and an honor. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you in a little bit, bud.
6 months.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to push your interview out there and your music. Of course, I do my late nights where I will play your music and stuff with other people, so they get to check that out too. But I leave it on the podcast listeners now to open up their phones, get on the platforms, into your site, into YouTube, and check out your music. I don't want them to be lazy. I don't want to do all the work for them. So, get in your head and let everybody know what Black Orange is about. You guys rock. Keep kicking ass. All right, please.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
Thank you so
thank
much.
you so
Been a
much,
pleasure.
Al. This was an honor.
It's been an honor too, gentlemen.
Been an
I
honor.
thank you from the bottom of my heart. So everybody out there, thank you for coming to the No Cover TV podcast. That's right. This is your host, Big Al. You can get a hold of me on the No Cover TV Facebook page, or you hit me up on the personal page. Email me at nocovertv@yahoo.com, or I will find you. And you don't know if I find you, that's probably a little different. So it's better if you find me, I guess. No, but we are all over the world, and we got my connection to Australia. So if you're good, I'll give you it. No, just kidding. Check out Ralphie's Music of the World. These gentlemen are going there, and they're going to give Ralphie some of your music, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we want you in Australia. You want it all over the place.
Oh,
So
we want to be everywhere, bud.
Right on the Bobby.
Maybe we'll be playing Australia next year.
no, it was great talking to the Aussies. The accent.
Oh, I can imagine.
You got that right.
They're just like us crazy maniacs.
Exactly. You know, I've done shows in Europe and Portugal, and trying to get the dialect down is a little difficult sometimes. So, but anyways, check out Black Orange. They rock, and they are going to keep rocking. Lots of songs coming out of the gentlemen. Get to the shows. Support the local and national music scene. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I know Black Orange appreciates it from the bottom of their heart. So check out the shows and check out Black Orange. Right, guys?
Thank
Sounds
you.
great.
Thank you.
Now we got practice.
Yeah, we love you and we love everybody out there. Thank you to all our fans and you, bud.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I thank you. I'm going to try to put these two shows together and figure out what we got. All right?
You
All
got
right,
it.
Al. Thank you.
Al.
Rock on.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Love you,
And you
brother.
have a good one.
You
Peace.
too, bud.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.